Now, if you watch any reptile YouTube whatsoever, you've probably heard of the brand Zen Habitats. However, what I have noticed is a lot of these Zen Habitats reviews seem to be centered around bearded dragons, including my own. We've definitely done videos about this guy right here, but today I want to do something a little bit different. And that's going to be showcasing that Zen Habitats enclosures are definitely better with just bearded dragons and actually be used with multiple different types of species. That's exactly what we are going to be doing today, with a huge thanks of Zen Habitats sending me this 4 foot by 2 foot by 4 foot PVC reptile cage. This is one of the largest enclosures that they have to offer, and I'm going to be showing you guys a step-by-step guide on how to set this bad boy up, and then lastly, give a review of what I really think about this giant enclosure. But first things first, of course, we gotta get it out of the box, and luckily I have the lovely Renee to help me out, so let's roll that montage right now. Now, I don't know if maybe we open this up and I find the instructions, but I'm not seeing them, which is a bit concerning. So let's see if we can find them.
We can figure it out.
Zen Habitats, where are your instructions? Well, there are no instructions, apparently. I don't know if they just didn't send me some, or maybe they thought because obviously we have this one, they're thinking yeah, Dakota's a Zen Habitats veteran at this point. Let's give him to him on a blind speed run. So let's see how fast I can figure this out, and how many times it actually takes me to redo it because I didn't do it right.
Top left, right side door frame.
Oh, okay, I see what it did there. It's like a play-by-play instruction manual, so they have it all written down for you in the thing. So I guess that's a little bit helpful, maybe? Time will tell. Zen Habitats, why do you make your enclosure so hard to build? There's nothing on this one.
Just set it aside and find
We'll figure that one out later, I guess. But,
how wide is it? It's 4 by 2 by 4, so 4 tall, 4 long, 2 wide.
I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, Renee, the military genius, has figured some stuff out. Yeah, military. This is all military strategics. She figured it out. We're gonna keep moving.
I don't know if to pull that out. I can't get it out.
No, these are a one shot, one done thing.
Oh, okay.
It's in there.
Well. There we go. Okay, so you just gotta bang it really hard.
Usually they suggest you to use some sort of rubber mallet or something like that to bang these in, but let's be honest here. These are the real mallets.
Jesus Christ. That's difficult.
I don't think I've ever been able to get these out.
Yeah, you fucked up.
What?
You fucked up already.
Fuck! To get them out.
You're just gonna have to fucking yank on it. Did it go in real hard? Well, we can get one of them out. Actually, yours needs to come out. I'm lying. It's not gonna be one.
Here, you hold one end. I'm gonna pull. It's fucking in there, man. Oh shit.
I think it was the glue. The fuck do we
Why do we need the glue? The gods couldn't take this out. I don't know what to do.
You know what we'll probably have to do? Is tap it.
Oh, it's like a...
Yes, I'm gonna work.
Oh, fuck!
Damn it.
Oh, I've been impaled! Got it.
That's not the right one. We need this one out.
No.
It has to be this one.
Oh my fucking god.
You're scared now.
Yeah, it hurts. Remember, folks, one mistake could make your 15-minute build. How did you do that? Are you kidding me? Next phase.
Is it a 3? Is that the... Yeah. Wait.
Top, left, right side door. What does that mean, Zen Habitats? That doesn't make any sense.
Top, left,
How
right,
can you be left
side.
and right at the same time?
That says top...
Riddle me that.
Wait, what does that say?
Top, left, right side door frame.
This is also a top, left, right side door frame. How many right side door frames do we need? I thought it was only one. Top left, right side.
Bro, riddle me how to get this fucking camera in frame. Jesus.
This looks like, okay, so it says Zen Habitats here. So this is gonna be the front, like that. Okay, okay.
Correct. Reality. I'm just double checking. I don't want a repeat of.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Put it on the ground. Just push it. You can still do it. Look. We can do it. Welcome.
Next part! Okie folks, now when you're set with those two simple steps, then the only thing we really need to do now is step 3, and that's going to be putting the walls up. So let's have some fun doing that right now. That's right, bottom, left, right side door frame. I am like horribly concerned that we did this wrong.
Oh, I see. We did fuck up.
It hurts me. What? Yeah, it's kind of sharp. Zen Habitats, did you not watch my last video? You gotta make these less sharp. They're too sharp, I don't like it.
Sharp.
My foot goes here, and
Oh, the glass. I see.
Yeah, the glass slice.
See, he's putting it together now. Alright, so we need the piece of glass here.
Yeah, so I think my number one, I know we've been joshing around a lot, but my number one complaint with Zen Habitats is what they put on the PVC.
It looks like it's coming out easier today.
Hold the phone. Zen Habitats might have fit. Oh, nope. Zen Habitats, you didn't fix it. They put this weird layer, and I understand it's to protect the PVC from getting, or sorry, the plexiglass from getting scratched. However, I think this could personally be obtained with bubble wrap, or really just a
anything.
Really anything other than this tape. This tape is the most god-awful thing I've ever seen in my life. Renee is doing an excellent job. I did not do that good of a job on my 4x2, and I think it took us like 40 minutes to scrape it off with a razor blade.
Yeah.
Very annoying. Zen Habitats, literally use anything else. Success! How is it that Zen Habitats has this thick tape-like substance on the glass, yet there's still a goddamn scratch on the plexiglass? Riddle me that one. You know what, it might be a pain in the ass, but I am really liking how it's looking. It is looking pretty rad. I can already see it coming together. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going, I haven't given up yet.
Okay, so...
Oh, because one goes like... What? Zen Habitats really heard our complaints about the latest versions, or the earlier versions, being a little too flimsy, and they're like, okay. And they're like, okay, we'll make sure it's not going anywhere now. I think Zen Habitats is trolling us, to be honest.
There's a problem.
Oh, it's like, I see what the issue is.
I need to get it in there.
And it's that easy. Dang, wish I was filming on this setting the entire time.
Yeah, really nice. Okay, rock.
Yeah, slam that rock in there. Yeah, boy! Fuck!
Now we just need to put on the doors.
Alright, now we just need to put on the door. Let's do it. fine. It's like the tiniest fucking sliver.
Look at my toe. It's terrible. I've got a gross toe. I'm really upset.
There are people that will pay for that. Alrighty, folks, it was a challenge for sure. However, we did finally get it up, and it's in the correct spot. Unfortunately, we're really hungry. Renee's got to make some dinner, so our lovely co-host will have to depart us, but I'm going to wrap this video up with a quick review on what I really think about the 4 foot by 2 foot by 4 foot Zen Habitats enclosure. Alright guys, we had some fun joshing around, had a good time putting the thing together, but let's really get into what I think about the Zen Habitat's 4 foot by 2 foot by 4 foot enclosure. I may have exaggerated the putting it together a little bit. Well, granted, it was a little bit difficult to put together. I'd say a little bit more difficult than your average enclosure. However, looking back at things like my AP Cages enclosure, it was just as much of a pain in the butt putting those together and drilling like 73 screws into it, whereas this one's more of like an IKEA version where you just put the pegs in and you're kind of good to go. So I think there's pros and cons on both sides of that. Overall, as far as the construction time and the difficulty, I'd say it's like, it's a little bit of pain in the butt. You're gonna have a rough day putting it together, but at the end of the day, I mean, you only gotta put it together once and you're kind of good to go. So I do think it's well worth the pain in the butt it takes to build this thing together. I am just simply blown away with how good this enclosure looks. You're thinking to yourself something like a 4x2x4 and you're thinking, yeah, it's a decent sized enclosure, but it's not very big. This thing is absolutely massive, man. I am, again, blown away with just how nice it looks. The shimmer, the fucking middle bar with the Zen Habitats logo. You got the glass actually in here versus the 4x2 that has just the plexiglass on the outside as a substrate ring. Overall, this thing looks absolutely magnificent and well worth the pain in the butt and the hour-long time it took us to actually build the setup. Of course, once again, as always with Zen Habitats, you can't beat the price that it has. Now, I believe this item is listed at around $550, and for a 4 foot by 2 foot by 4 foot option, especially when you start getting to these arboreal cages as far as PVC enclosures go, the price gets very expensive. And again, of course, free shipping with Zen Habitats enclosure, so that $550 is also including the shipping it costs, which once again, I'll always say it because I'm absolutely blown away with how fast this enclosure came to me. I mean, I'll give you guys a little tidbit of information. You know, I asked to get this enclosure shipped over here, and they were like, oh, well, actually, it's out of stock, so it's gonna take a little while to get to you. It took like 2 weeks. Zen Habitats thinks 2 weeks is like, I'm so sorry, you know, it's gonna take a minute to get to you. Meanwhile, these other competitors, they're taking 6, 8, 10, 12 weeks. AP Cages, 4 to 5 months to get your enclosure in. Zen Habitats, we're so sorry that it took 2 weeks to get it over here. I'm just, man, I love Zen Habitats. You guys are awesome. Again, you can't beat the price that they have this set at. Similar set enclosures with these dimensions are gonna cost somewhere around the $500. I do believe I'll put some links with some competitors. However, it's the shipping cost and the shipping time that's gonna be totally unavoided. Whereas with Zen Habitats, fast shipping, cheap enclosure that includes shipping, and you get this. You get, just take a look. Look at that magnificent enclosure, man. Absolutely fantastic. Now, we'll be doing a better and more in-depth, real review on it. This one's a little bit more satire. You know your boys, gotta be smart-ass for one video. I hope Zen Habitats, I hope I didn't offend you. You know, we're just goofing around over here at DVCV Exotics, but I'm absolutely in love with your product. Again, thank you so much, Zen Habitats, for sending me this amazing enclosure. Future plans for this bad boy, we are going to be making it completely into a planted bioactive vivarium, much like we did with Toad, our bearded dragon, his 4x2. We'll be turning this into a cool, really like badass jungle themed build for our frilled dragon Spyro. If that's something you guys are interested, stay tuned, man. I'm very excited to build this enclosure. He's gonna love this actually mansion of a build that we have for him coming very soon. Hey, now it's your turn. Leave me a comment in the comment section. What do you think about this Zen Habitats enclosure? Is this thing as badass as I think it is, or am I dropping the ball and you guys are thinking, Dakota, it's really not that good looking? I'd be very surprised if someone said that. This thing looks awesome. If you guys want to check me or Renee out some other places, you can find those information in the link in the description down below. Well, hey there, folks. Editing Dakota here. I was very dumb and really forgot to mention that if you guys are interested in getting a Zen Habitats, make sure to check that link in the description below. I totally missed that, and that was a silly goose on my part. Hey, if you guys are thinking to yourself, you saw the 4 foot by 2 foot by 4 foot, and you're thinking, this is a little bit too tall, I'm just looking for a bearded dragon build, I got this video right here that goes into a review of the 4 by 2 by 2. It's really well equipped for stuff like bearded dragons. Make sure to check that out. As always, folks, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to follow us over here at DBCB Exotics. We'll see you next time, but until then, goodbye.